All right. Hey, what's happening? Welcome, everyone. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and you are watching the 2025 WPBA Olhausen Colorado Classic. I've got a local in the booth with me today. His name is Mr. Jeremiah Gage. Thank you for tuning in or joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the stream, Lonnie. Yeah, glad to be here. This is looks like an awesome event. Seeing so many people here at Felt is amazing.
Yeah, this place is awesome, and I love that there's so many spectators. I think Sam does a wonderful job promoting this event, and she connected us with all of you guys. So throughout this event, especially today and tomorrow, we're going to be seeing a lot of the regulars, the local players, and they're not dud local players. These guys all play pretty good, so they're going to bring us their insight and just kind of make this a little bit more entertaining than just your typical streaming, babbling, commentary, which is me, by the way. So anyway, we've got a good matchup here. This is Pam Kelly. She's from the USA versus Susan Williams, who's also from the USA. And Pam doesn't play in all of our events, but she currently resides in Wyoming. And I think her highest ranking ever on the WPBA was 36th. She's currently only ranked 65th. But like I said, she hasn't played in the last few years, but she is often in the last few years. She has a 620 Fargo, not that that has anything to do with our event. These are not handicapped. But Susan Williams is currently ranked 24th on tour. And her highest ranking, she has been a top 16 player. So Susan resides in Arizona, so this is close to home for her. I actually think this is going to be a really good match. We'll see how this goes. Looks like the ladies are getting ready to lag for the break. So for those of you who are not familiar, you don't see a lot of lagging. Basically, it's whoever gets their ball closest to this bottom short rail.
And you mentioned the Fargo rating. I mean, you're right. It doesn't matter as far as the handicap, and it doesn't matter a lot as far as even competitiveness, because on any given day, a player can play like 50, even 100 points above or below their Fargo. So,
all right, so it looks like Pam Kelly did win the lag, if I'm correct. Wasn't it, Pam? I do believe so. Let's go over the match rules real quick while we can explain what's happening. This is a race to 8. They're going to lag for the first break, which you just saw. It's an alternate break format thereafter. They are racking with the 9-ball on the spot. There is no break box. The opponents rack for each other. I know that's different, but that's what we've come up with in our format. 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game, and this is cue ball fouls only. So Susan will be racking for Pam Kelly. All right, so tell me, Jeremiah, do you play leagues?
I do.
You're a leaguer. What's your favorite league system?
I do play league. Yeah, it kind of depends on the day. I like the match play of like Napa.
Yep.
Or the APA Masters, actually. I had fun with that.
Good format. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, because you're playing races in those formats, so it's nice, even if they're handicapped a bit. Do you know that we have the #1 rated Napa female on tour?
Really?
Miss Angela Janik. Yes, sir.
Oh.
Highest female rating in Napa. I think she's like 117.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
up there.
That's good.
Yeah.
She's very good. She's sponsored by Napa. All right, so you saw the break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No bueno. Susan comes to the table, with a bit of a tester to start.
Just a hair undercut.
Yeah, and I don't know. She may have left this ball. If not, she left the edge of it. I don't know that she got a complete hook. Pam may be able to just swerve around the edge of the 8, if at all, if she's hooked at all. She's not taking much time, so I think she's fine. Pam is a very quick player. They call her the Lioness.
Ooh, the Lioness.
Very strong nickname, isn't it?
I don't suppose we'll see her roar at all.
Maybe if she has a fantastic set, right? All right, so she got a little bit of a bump, but it turns out favorable for her. She'll just go ahead and swing this 3 ball in and go back and forth a couple rails. Pam doesn't baby the balls much. She's not one to roll the balls too much. She really shoots them in the pockets.
That's what you have to do on a big table.
Yeah.
You don't really want to just finesse everything.
Yeah, there's a little bit too much room on the big table to be babying the balls in, right? I think that you'll come up short often. So thanks, everyone. If you're new to the WPBA, this is the Colorado Olhausen Classic. This is our second year here at Felt Bar and Billiards in Englewood, Colorado. This is the first round matchup for both of these ladies, A side. All right, so she overstruck that a little bit. I think she cut that ball more than she intended to. She's going to come around 2 rails for the 8.
Yeah, I've seen these tables are playing a little bit on the faster side with the newer cloth, so there might still be some adjustment.
Yeah, and shout out to Diamond, because actually this table here, table number 1, is normally their like tight pocket, 1 pocket table. And so Diamond came in and replaced the top and the rails, so it was a standard pocket for this event so that we could use all 10 tables on site. Last year we had to leave this table alone so that we weren't, it was a 4-inch pocket. The rest of the pockets were standard.
Yeah,
we were like, that's not really fair,
The people play 1 pocket a lot. I didn't know they did that. That's good.
Yeah. All right, and there you go. Pamela, she comes around, gets a couple favorable bumps, but she ends up taking rack number 1. Real quick here, we'll say a thank you to the event sponsors. Sam Deep did a wonderful job putting this all together. So Pam is going to be racking for Susan. Like I said, this is alternate break. Susan's nickname's pretty cool. They call her the Tsunami. That's kind of a fun nickname, too.
The Tsunami.
The Tsunami.
Well, the tables are blue, like the ocean.
Fair. She is breaking with the Predator BK2. We are using the Perfect Rack with the template. They are the official rack sponsor here at the WPBA. You got a little sighting, a slash over there to your right. Ashley Benoit doing work. I think she is playing Barbara Lee, currently up 3-1 at the moment. All right, so Susan's going for a safety here. She does manage to get the cue ball under the 3, and she's got that whole wall of balls there. Pam's going to be kicking at this one. What do you think? I mean, there's multiple ways you can kick at this ball. Do you like going to the right long rail? Do you like going to the left long rail?
Yeah, I like doing the 1 rail option here.
Oh, straight for the pocket. All right, so safety was successful. Susan Williams comes to the table with ball in hand. So this is fun, too. A little tidbit about Susan Williams. Her playing cue is a chicken man cue. You ever heard of that?
Chicken man cue, no.
Bill Dunsmore made her cue. And she jumps with the frog. Do you remember that cue? Robin Dotson brought that cue. Yeah, the jump cue, the frog. Robin Dotson, she's a former WPBA rock star. She is actually the founder of that cue. So, yeah, we're in a tight battle right now. This year, or this event, we're going up against the U.S. Open. That's a tough fade. I do believe, though, that there's lots of fans out there who are going to be dual streaming for the weekend. So thank you to those of you who have chosen to come over to the WPBA and watch our stream this week. I'd have 4 streams going on at the same time.
Yeah, might as well.
TV, tablet, a phone, possibly steal my husband's phone as well.
Can't get enough of it.
Right? I'd be watching all of them.
Then it's just which commentator do you listen to?
I actually like them all. Phil Yates makes me laugh, but my favorite, my absolute favorite to listen to is, honestly, it's probably Carl Boyes. He just makes me laugh. Like, I don't even know if it's his calling, if it's like the call of the shot selections that he does, but more his humor. It makes me giggle. So Carl is quite fun for me to listen to. Don't get me wrong, Jeremy and Scott are both amazing too, right? Phil's wonderful, Mike's great. All the streamers out there, Frank Mioletti from PA Pro-Am, they're all wonderful, very talented. But Carl's humor just resonates with me for some reason. All right, so a little back and forth action here. This is a tough one. The 3-railer brings you to the short side off this ball, so I guess I would just pocket it and go from there and either accept a longer shot. Oh, I like this.
Ah, that's a smart shot.
She still went short side, though. Great shot, though. That was almost one for the highlight reel, right? And I missed the button. Susan's a lot of fun. She resides in Arizona, so obviously she's not that far away from home at this event. This is probably her closest event. She has won the multiple Arizona Women's Billiard Tour events. She's won the multiple years. She's been the points champion on that tour. She's been playing on the WPBA for many, many years. Seasoned veteran.
That experience goes a long ways in these tournaments.
Absolutely. Especially in these earlier rounds where you may be drawing someone who's maybe a little less experienced. I think the experience in the seasoning goes a long way. All right. Great two-way shot there by Pam. Not sure if she got her blocked up, but it looks like she did. Underneath that 7. Yeah. And if Susan decides to jump, we're going to see the frog.
Yeah, I'd be jumping at this.
Yeah, for sure.
If she can just hold the cue ball right around that area, then she's got the 7 in the side next. So.
Wow, snaps to that. Great
just like
shot.
that, yeah.
All right.
There's no like fire button where we can like put some graphics on the screen for
every time there's something awesome that happens.
Yeah.
No, I do need that. That'd be fun though. We should do that. No, I have a couple fun graphics like that, but we're not all the way in yet. This is only second match of the day for me, Jeremiah.
Okay, we'll get there.
I'm working on it. All right, she wants us to travel a little bit, but I think she'll be okay here as long as she can reach a shot. Susan's quite tall, so I think she'll be okay. She may play for the bump into the 9 or just slide the cue ball over to the right long rail. All right, well done.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Absolutely. Well, and you know, there's no need to bump the balls if you don't have to. But, you know, everyone's different. That's the thing about pool. You know, even though everyone's like, oh, this is the right shot, wrong shot, whatever. I don't know about that. I think so much is based on how you feel.
It's very subjective.
Yes. And Allison Fisher told me that once, and now I don't get so sensitive about, oh, I wonder if anybody thinks I'm shooting the wrong ball. I just believe in what what my instincts are. Thanks to Allison, that helps a lot. All right, so Susan Williams does manage to take rack 2. The score is 1-1. Don't forget, guys, we've got another event. Our next event here at the WPBA is going to be the Dr. Pool Promotions Dr. Pool Jacoby Tour Championships, November 12th through the 16th in Rothschild, Wisconsin. It is an 80-player field. It will be a world ranking event with $35,000 to $40,000 added. Make sure if you're new to the WPBA Billiards on YouTube that you take just a second to hit the subscribe button. That way you can get notified whenever we go live. All right, so Susan, it looks like they're holding serve at the moment, 1-1, each winning on their own break. All right.
She makes a ball but can't see the 1.
Rail first, though, is definitely an option. And to be fair, as long as she misses the red 3, she should be able to either pocket the ball or maybe get a little fortunate. We'll see. She's elevating and swerving. Well done. Uh-oh. There we go. So she does have sight. Not the easiest.
Yeah, you can't really ask for too much better on that.
She hit it about as good as she could have, really. All right, so a little deceleration in that stroke there from Pam. Maybe didn't commit all the way through that safety play. Susan's going to come to the table with a nice starting shot on the 2. We are using the Aramith TV Tournament Pro Cup balls with the pink 4.
Aaron asks who's commentating with Gage. This is Lonnie Fox.
Almost. Raymond.
Lonnie Fox Raymond.
There you go. It's okay. Jeremiah, you should, are you subscribed to our channel? He's about to get fired from the booth, folks. He will be now if he isn't. It's all good. Jeremiah's a local, and we thank Sam for kind of getting everybody together to come over and you know, just give us some different perspectives on the matches at hand. So we've got a good list of local talent that's going to be coming in throughout the next couple of days. We've got a list of girls that are also going to join in throughout the next couple of days. It's going to be great. All right, so she undercuts the pink 4. And I'm not exactly sure if she was attempting to catch the gap or hit the brown 7. Not really sure, but this could have been a bad miss for Susan. We'll see.
Good shot there on the 4.
She gets a nice bump on the brown 7. Looking good on this orange 5. Pam does move the rock around. That's one thing I promise you. You won't see her play a lot of stop shots.
She seems very intuitive. Doesn't take more time than she needs to.
Yeah, and I want to remind everyone, too, at home that these ladies are on a 40-second shot clock with 1 extension per rack, and they get 60 seconds after the break. So anytime any of our feature tables are rolling, we keep them on we have a timekeeper assigned specifically to them. His name is Bob. He happens to be my other half. And so we do that to keep everything going in a timely manner for the folks at home and for the tournament. You know, you don't want anybody just standing over the same shot for like 3 minutes, right? And like, you want them just to get on about it.
yeah. For watching,
yes.
It's got to be a little bit of a pace. Keep it going.
Well, it's just much more enjoyable for the folks at home as well. This is well played. Wow. Oh, and it leaked just at the last turn there. Pam's going to have a look at the 7. There's a couple options. She can play the safe under the 8. She can play the bank and be aggressive. And I think she can bank it in either corner. So.
The bank looks nearly straight on.
Yeah. Good effort. This is, just so everyone knows at home too, this is their first match of the tournament. And to be fair, this venue has 10 tables and we're using all 10 for, I believe, 5 or 6 rounds today. And, you know, you don't get a lot of warm-up time. They get a rack or 2 maybe before their match. That's not a lot of time to get warmed up. There's just no place for you know, practice tables for us to get warm here. We're in a pool room, and we're utilizing every inch of their 9-footers, so.
Yeah, that's how it goes in some of these tournaments. You just got to
absolutely
do what you can for as little warm-up as you get, and then try to settle in during your match.
right. So we'll draw a stroke here, bring the cue ball back, preferably by the side pocket. She got a lot out of that. I think she's just fine. I have to give a shout out to Adam from Felt Bar and Billiards, because he literally, this camera right here, because they have solid box hanging lights. So I don't have an overhead view here because of their setup, right? And we don't want to come in and tear the lights down and put our own lights up and do all the things. And so Adam is wonderful. Every time I come here, he lets me drill holes in his wall and hang cameras. So I was able to get a camera up for this view. It's kind of a side view, kind of an overhead view. But thanks to Adam for letting me do that. Real quick, let's check what's going on around the room. These are the matches currently happening. Sarah Miller and Stacy Bourbeau. Stacy is a U.S. amateur champion. They're currently 2-2. Ashley Benoit Slash has taken a really strong lead over Barbara Lee, 6-1. Renita Ritchie and Caroline Powell are sitting at ones. Stephanie Mitchell and Chanel Lorraine, two very good friends, unfortunately drew each other right out of the bat, 3-2. Ada Leo's taking a 2-1 lead over Debbie Teichert. Savannah Easton's up 3-1 over Laura Bendikis. Margarita Fafalova is 6-0 over Amanda Mann. And Ilu Kibaraglu and Serena Kopanins are tied at 2. Oh, and there are a couple more that you guys can't see on the screen. Olivia Chang is 4-0 over Holly Figueroa. I'm not sure if I'm saying this, Figueroa. And then, of course, our feature match.
There's a scratch on the brake.
Show is.
Doesn't look like too many troubles in this rack.
No, not a lot of tied up. Maybe the 6 to the 7 could be an issue. The 3 to the 4. I mean, any kind of back and forth issue, action could be interesting. All right, so I think she should be okay as long as she can miss the 5. She's got to get across table for the pink 4.
Yeah, any type of angle there is good.
Yeah, Pam has no problems at all moving that ball around. She's very, very good at it. Right. Well, here we are, Jeremiah. What do you like here? Do you like banking the 4 down under the 8-7? Do you like putting the cue ball down there?
I'm thinking
Do you like the offensive and shoot at the combo?
I'm thinking come off the right, play the cue ball down below the 7-8.
Cool. A little pace needed. I think she's going to be great.
Beautiful.
Wow, she doubled her up in a couple instances.
She might be able to jump and hit this.
Well, it looks like she's going for it. She is, it looks like Pam is using a Jacoby jump cue. I had to look at her bio sheet because I'm not familiar. All right, well played. Fortune tends to favor the bold. Great play by Pam Kelly.
Maybe she meant to do that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It was a good hit.
I mean, yeah, it was a wonderful hit. That's why I said, it sits up beautifully, and sometimes you make a great shot and you get rewarded for it. All right, so she really needed to hit that ball. Now Pam's coming to the table with ball in hand. This could be a good rack for Pam to tie this match back up. This is a long race. It's not long, but it's a race to 8. So, you know, you don't want to let anyone get too far ahead of you. But we do see, and which is really weird, we see a lot of momentum shifts in these matches here at the WPBA. Like sometimes you'll see someone get up 5-1, and you think they're running away with it, and then all of a sudden it's 5-5. It's crazy because it's alternate break, so you wouldn't think that that was something, you know?
Yeah, with alternate break.
You think it would be hard for people to tie the match back up, but it's not. It's so often you see it happen.
That's really only if you can really control the break and control the racks. If there's a lot of back and forth, then yeah, those momentum swings are huge. Ooh, just barely overcut the 8. I think maybe she was trying to do more with the cue ball because it wasn't natural to get to the 9.
Good call. She, like I said, Pam is pretty aggressive. She doesn't, you don't see her play a lot of like simple positional shots. She moves the cue ball around the table. Really, she commands it. So if it's not working for her, it could be a problem. Susan's going to take advantage here and try to extend this lead by a few racks. She did have to wait, just so you guys know, if the players on the feature table have to wait to shoot because of someone at the table next to them, they're not punished by time clock. They'll stop the clock and allow them to wait. All right, well played, Susan Williams. 3-1 over Pam Kelly. All right, guys, sorry we had to mute our mics for a second. Our promoter, Sam Deep, was just letting us know about some things that were going on around the room. You know me, when they pop in the booth here at the WPBA, you know, I like to answer, but they're always coming in. Like, I need to put a doorbell or some, a sign on my back of my booth that says live.
Yeah, one of those like neon signs.
Yeah, like
on
no
air.
No talking. I'm kidding. I don't mind it at all, actually. It's a long weekend here, and you can't expect it to always be just, you know, sunshines and rainbows. Sometimes there's things that are going to happen. All right, so it looks like she's going to have to, I mean, she could be offensive here, but I like the safety under the 7-8, so we'll see if she chooses to do that. Good thing that didn't fall in the side pocket, but she has left Susan difficult.
Yeah, that was great cue ball control there.
It's an extra special shout out to Olhausen for the second year of being the headlining sponsor for this event. Dan and his crew are amazing. They just helped us do the World Championships along with Peach Hour. So, you know, we're really happy to have them part of the WPBA family. They've done some wonderful things for us here in the last few years. Whoa. Whoa, she
Jumped
went all
right
the way
over it.
She got too much air. There you go. That's that frog we're speaking of. Got too many ups.
Too many hops there.
Yeah, there you go. I was looking for the word, Jeremiah. You got it for me.
Well, I used to be a bullfrog.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog. That was good. That was good. I like that one. What was the movie that played in that they sang it? I don't know if you would know it. It might be a girly movie. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. There was a movie. Now I'm not sure exactly. I'm gonna have to Google it now. All right, I like the carom there, but unfortunately, I think she's left herself really steep on the blue too. Doesn't mean Pam can't make it, but it is steep. All right, I like this. She doesn't quite get her under there, but the intention was good. And this is a tough positional shot from the 2 to the 3.
Yeah, either way, she was not leaving anything easy.
No.
So I like the decision.
All right. I'm wondering if Susan will stay offensive here or if she'll just go ahead and cross over the 2, maybe play a safety. We'll see. Yeah, she went for the safety. And of course, I think she has left the window. The big chill. Someone in our chat room. For those of you guys who are not familiar, we here at the WPBA, we go live with Billiard TV. So thank you for watching if you're watching on that platform. But we also go live on Amazon Prime as well as YouTube. And so our YouTube channel has a really cool chat room. If you're interested, you can come on over to YouTube. It's at WPBA Billiards. Just search that. You'll find us and join the chat room. They have a lot of fun in there. It's super interactive. So thanks to everybody that tunes in that way. And if you do happen to join in, maybe jump in the chat and let us know where you're from.
This might be a short rack. I think whoever can make that 2-ball, because the 3-9 is sitting there.
Oh, and she just, the kiss off the pink 4 almost put her in the drink. Looks like she got away with it. Wow. Lots of things going on in that shot right there.
Yeah, I like playing aggressive there because of where the 3 is and just hit both points.
All right, so this is a tough jump for Pam.
Whoa, she's trying to jump it. At least
she got rid of the 9.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Does it line?
Oh, don't tell me it lines up.
It might line up. I think it does.
She's going for it.
Well, with ball in hand, I kind of feel like it's a no-brainer. They're close together.
Yeah.
Even if there's a little bit of a cut. I think the movie was Forrest Gump. Isn't there a part in that movie where they sing that song? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
It's been a while.
One of our admins, he threw it out there. So we'll see.
If only there were ways to look these things up. You know?
I think there are, but I don't know where my phone is anymore. I might have lost it during my match. It's been a brutal morning. There it is, but I'm not going to do it right now. So just so everyone knows, this is I do believe the entry fees range. I don't know if it depends on if you have to pay your membership fee or not. Like if it's a one-time membership or if you're, an exempt player, which means you're ranked or seated. So I do believe it's about $425 to play in this event, $425. So it's a great event. we have been really blessed to have some of the best in the business support this event. It is $25,000 added. It was, yeah, it's about $425 with an admin fee. There are 63 players, 64 paid, 63 showed up. We had one that had some flight issues. So lots of good action throughout the week. Thank you guys for tuning in. All right, well, I mean, it's a back cut on the blue too, but it is makeable.
Well, no, she scratched.
Oh, okay, I missed the scratch. I was looking at the scores.
She even got the one in the side, but unfortunate scratch in the side as well.
Oh. I think this is nice. It's going to lead her right to the orange 5. She can slide right over. She can go to the rail and back out. A little straight on this. Really, with a little draw, though, she sets herself up nicely on the 6.
Yeah, being near the rail isn't ideal, but she's still got a shot.
Yeah, in those situations, I tend to like to get by the side pocket so that you have some opening right there to maybe get a little more out of the cue ball because you're so straight on the ball before. Wow, she drills it. Great shot. It's one thing Pam doesn't lack. She has a huge stroke. She's coming around 3, 4 rails. What?
Want some angle. She's got it.
She got all out of that ball. Well, she's got to get a little aggressive here and try to get something started.
Watch to the side.
Oh, no. Phew. Worked out. All right, well done, Pam Kelly. 4-2, still in favor of Susan Williams. Let's see what's going on around the room, folks. Sarah Miller and Stacy are neck and neck, 3-3. Caroline Powell's taking a strong lead, 4-1 over Renita Ritchie. Stephanie Mitchell and Chanel Lorraine are also tied at 3s. Ada Leo, 3-2 over Debbie Teichert. Savannah Easton is 6-1 over Laura Bendikas from Chicago. Ilu Kibaraglu and Serena Kopanins are currently at 3s. Olivia Chang, 5-0 over Holly Figaro. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. And I feel like there's one match missing. Is there not? Maybe it's completed. So these are the matches we currently have at the moment. You can go to digitalpool.com if you want to follow along as well. So here's a fun rule. I don't know how long if you came in at the very start or not to understand or hear about the racking rules. So we do rack for each other, but we are allowed to look at the rack. We cannot touch it. So if we need an adjustment, the player that rack can come in and adjust it, but we personally cannot touch our own rack. I'm not exactly sure where that all came from, but it's a thing now, so here we are.
Well, the 9 on the break counts, right?
The 9 does count on the break now. We're with the 9 on the spot as well. So we used to break with the 1 on the spot. We switched it to be compliant with the WPA 9-ball rules. And so there are some rule changes. The only cool thing for us versus like the men's tour is that we don't have a break box. We can break anywhere behind the kitchen. So that's good. Gives us a little more, leeway on the break.
Yeah, more flexibility there.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, so one of the members of our chat room actually said something about in our last event. So at the last event that the WPBA produced alongside X-Pool, my other my other job. It was a world championship, and so we have on-site referees, and no, you are not allowed to question the referee. There's a lot of differences where here we rack for each other or ourselves. At the World Championships, you never rack. Your referee always racks for you. So, no, you're not allowed to question the referees. You just got to take it.
I mean, that makes sense. You have an independent person racking.
Well, and they're official, right? It's not like it's just some rando person. These are official referees.
Yeah, you'd hope they know how to rack.
Right, for sure. Wow, a lot of spin on that ball.
Yeah, that spin held for a while and just barely pushed it to have a nice angle on this 5-ball.
She wants to be careful with a follow stroke here. The side pocket could jump out and grab her. Like that.
Ooh, you called it.
I think she's fine. The only thing, I'm not sure if she can see. Yeah, absolutely. She can see the 6. What's happened now, though, is that she's got, she's going to have to put a lot of spin on the ball to get it around for the 7, which Pam is very, very capable of. Oh, boy. I think she's okay. All the drama. Yeah, she was fine. Like I said, Pam has no problem moving the cue ball around the table. Yeah, so at this event, back to the racking. Uh-oh. Wow, she's flirted with that side a couple times getting to the 9. Back to the racking, though. The thing is here, we rack for each other, but we are allowed to ask for an adjustment. And so we don't have to break it. If there's a gap, we can ask them to fix it. We just can't touch it. So they can come in and fix it for us. And then if we can't get it together, then the tournament director or, one of our side timekeepers, we'll let someone on the side do it. But really, we haven't had that problem. The girls here are fantastic. They want to kill each other on the table, but they are, afterwards they're like, let's go to dinner. Like we're all friends, so it works out beautifully here. All right. Well, look, if you guys don't know much about the Women's Professional Billiards Association, go to WPBA.com. You can get all the information on our upcoming events, info about our sponsors, and, of course, a list of our ranked players and their bios. Also, we have some things for sale as well on our website. We do sell the ball sets. Actually, these particular sets right here, just so everyone knows, these sets right here, the TV Pro Cup, are for sale after this event, but you can go anytime that we're live to WPBA.com and try to purchase them. They do have the pink 4. They do come with a measle ball. And obviously, they're previously used one time at this event for $375. You're never going to beat that price anywhere. So if you guys are interested in a great set of Aramith balls, please go to WPBA.com and pick them up. I do appreciate it. It does help with all of our expenses. Thank you to Aramith for allowing us the opportunity to sell these balls after these events. But I promise you're never getting that price anywhere else. So if you want them, they've been played, only at this event right here by some of the best women players in the world. So they're taken care of.
Only used once.
Only used once. Yeah, and they don't get abused. The girls here, they know exactly what they're doing. All right, so that was a push by Susan, correct?
Yeah, interesting push.
Uh-oh. All right, she's okay. Didn't seem as though Pam took very much time at all. I know they're on a shot clock, but 40 seconds is a long time.
Yeah, there's plenty of time, and they get an extension.
Yes. So I feel as though she just kind of got up there and swung at it.
If you're not used to a shot clock, it can be intimidating.
It can. It can. Both of these ladies, though, are very familiar with the shot clock. I don't think either of them will have a problem at all with that. I think Pam is just a fast player, and if her rhythm's a little out of whack, you know, like things can get a little wonky for her. I wonder, I think she might have the edge of this. Do you think she does?
I feel like she does, or at least a slight swerve.
Yeah, just a sliver of the two. This is a nice safety here. She could go 2 rails underneath the orange 5. She doesn't quite get it there, which I do believe has left Susan a shot. It's long, and there's some distance. But I think with nice level cueing, she might be able to find the gap and get to that pink 4. Just like that. She may have overhit it. She has. Let's see what Susan tries to do here. So for you, Jeremiah, are you familiar with either of these players? These are both new to you, huh?
Yeah, I have not any experience with these players.
Absolutely. Yeah, both of these players, they've both been in and out of the tour for many years. I would say that they're veterans without saying that they're veterans, if that makes sense. They're seasoned. This is not their first event. You can see both of them have some, you know, good knowledge of the table and what's going on.
Yeah, they're making really good shot selections, so you can tell they're not just swinging at things.
Right.
Oh.
Wow, great shot.
Fire.
All right, what a good shot. Susan Williams extending her lead 5-3 over Pam Kelly, the Lioness. Thank you to a few of our sponsors. This year, Classic Billiards has joined the WPBA family. All right, so it is going to be Pam's break. She'd like to get something started. It's only a 2-game gap, but this is a race to 8, so at the moment it's a 5-3 race. It was a great shot. Great combination by. And as she played the 2-way, right? She played the cue ball forward to like lock him up. And yeah, she played a great 2-way on that.
That was an excellent shot. It was not lined up. And yeah, if that 2-way is there, might as well take a swing at the 9.
Man, the food here is really good. I can smell like whatever they're cooking, and then sometimes I'll smell popcorn, sometimes I'll smell pizza. As I walk through the room, I'm like, man, I would eat a lot if I hung out here all the time.
Yeah, Felt has quite the variety of food, and it's not just your regular bar food. It's actually really good.
Yeah, there's a lot of great options here. Salads, they've got like some Asian-inspired dishes. They've got burgers, like lots of appetizers. It's crazy good here. All right, so she just pushed out. I mean, you kind of know. I feel like the push is a double-edged sword. And I say this regularly on the stream because I do believe it. It sucks when you have to push off of your break, because when you have to push, you know you're just pushing to either, like, they're just going to play the safety that you would play, or they're, you know what I mean? Or they're just going to shoot the shot that you would shot. It's kind of like you're forced to push so you don't foul, but you know that they're coming back at you, you know?
Yeah,
I get so mad with the push shots.
You're always at a disadvantage when you push, so I'm always trying to get them to give it back to me.
Yeah, well, they don't usually. If they can see it, they usually do to you what you intend to do to them. It's not my favorite. I kind of almost wish we couldn't push and you had to make a valiant effort. Right, a little tough here, but I think she can roll this in. She missed the scratch on the side, and I think that's what she was mostly concerned with.
Yeah, that was a tough shot with the distance there.
You know, someone just asked in the chat if I knew what the cost for spectators were. Do you know what the cost for spectators is here?
I don't.
I will find that out for you, no worries.
Nice confident shot on the 4 there. Might have ran a little too far for the 6 ball, but we'll see what she comes up with here. That might have been a two-way shot on the 9. Pam didn't have many options shooting off the rails, so I don't blame her. I think this might be wired. Yep. I like the safe there. Just leave some distance.
All right, guys. Hey, I'm back. I'm sure Jeremiah's done a wonderful job. So everyone, it is $100 for 4 days, but they do have like a $20 general admission kind of ticket if there's seats available. It may be standing room only. If you were to stop and come up for just a day. But I do think Saturday and Sunday are $25 for those days. And like I said, there may not be a guarantee that there's a seat, but you can get in the door and spectate, of course. So just so you know, but if you want to come for all 4 days starting today, there's like $100. It's just $100. You can't really beat that. And that's coming from the owners, so. All right. How'd that rec go?
Well, Susan had a wired 6-8 combo.
Okay.
And she made it but didn't get shot on the 6
Oh.
and played a safe where she could to leave some distance. And Pam made an incredible cut on the 6.
Oh, wow.
And got a fortunate bump on the 7. But, that's bringing her back into this race.
Yeah, so she's closed the gap. She's only down by 1. Looks like Susan's breaking. Oh, nice break by Susan. She overhits this a little. Yeah, I felt like the shot was kind of a free shot because she was dragging her cue ball to that end of the table for the 2 anyway. She just kind of overshot it.
Yeah, and she hit the pink 4 there. Might want to hit it just a hair thicker, and it would have held the cue ball. It's hard to judge those, though.
It is. I mean, in my opinion, I feel like they're almost like blind shots because you're cutting them, you're kind of hitting a point of contact. You can't see that shot in your peripheral. All right. I think this was a bit of a containing, but I don't know that she left her. I think she's left her a clean sight on the blue too. Yeah, if Susan can see the edge of this blue too, the only thing she probably can do with it is play it with follow, but must be she can't see it at all. She's definitely kicking. All right, nice hit. It doesn't fall. She's leaving Pam beautifully. Unless has she fallen in one of those tweeners where it's like you can't really follow forward, but you can't really, you almost have to draw the shot back. Oh, she could slide the cue over. Wow. Whoa.
Ooh.
That's brutal.
Yeah, she knew she had to hit that with speed, but just a hair too much there.
Yeah, and these tables are brand new, completely reclothed. So if you're not used to playing on brand new equipment, it could be tricky. Brand new balls, brand new cloth, new rails, you know.
Real tricky. I
Oh,
mean, you
yeah.
could miss your shape by diamonds sometimes.
It's unbelievable. All right. The best of the best as far as equipment is concerned. All right, there we go. She doesn't really, just doesn't really do a lot there. I guess I don't really understand. Maybe she was trying to tie up the pink 4.
Yeah, she was trying to intentional foul, bring the pink 4 in with a 6-9, just opened it up. Again, the speed is hard to judge sometimes in this fast cloth. She might be going for a 3 foul, maybe?
Well played. I know she would have probably preferred her to be froze up on that 8-ball, but I think she's cut off quite a bit for Pam. Oh, she can spin this ball. Yeah, good hit. No 3 foul and yeah, that's not going to work.
And now she might be in a tough situation here.
I feel as though she may have the edge of this 3. She may be able to push it into the 9. I don't know what she can do with the cue ball because if she plays, I don't know if she can hit it thin enough to get the cue to the rail under the 6. She needed to hit that. I wonder if she thought she would hit the 9. You know, and hold the cue there, hold the 3 ball right there. But unfortunately, she has left Pam a very nice starting shot on the 3. I think the tough shot will be the 4 to the 5. A big stroke is required right here, and Pam's definitely got that. Wow. Just a little off. Maybe not making sure that she's hitting these balls crisp and precise. She wants to be aware of where the cue ball's going and maybe a little willy-nilly in that department. Wow. But why?
She cuts it in like nothing.
Why get position when you can just drain them like that, right? Well played. This is very tough. Back cut, 2 rails back across for this 9 in the pocket. Oh, no, it's dark in there.
Ooh.
That is the 3rd 9 ball she's messed with the side pocket to get shape on.
Well, that's how you get shape on that 9 ball,
Yeah,
I guess.
You can't hit it any better, right? Wow.
What a nice
All
out.
right. Yeah, she's shaking her head because she knows. Um, you're just swinging for the fences and getting away with it. But that's okay. Sometimes you need that in pool, especially in 9-ball. Like sometimes like I tell people, sometimes you have to get fortunate. Like you can't win tournaments just playing well, and you can't win tournaments just getting lucky. You have to have both. You have to play well and get lucky.
Absolutely.
You know, you can't just do one or the other. In order to win a tournament, you have to have all the things. Especially a tournament of this caliber. I know how trained and how talented so many of the girls in this event are. But as trained as they are, they have to get a little lucky here and there in order to win. Just bottom line. In 9-ball especially.
Yeah, in any tournament. So it's so difficult to find that path to win. Everything just has to line up.
Yeah, like the stars, you know. All right, Pam Kelly to break. The score is tied up, ladies and gentlemen, 5-5 in a race to 8.
Great break. Controlled that cue ball. Made the ball in the corner.
A great shot to get started on the 1. She may be able to cross over and stick the cue on the 7. A couple options. She could spin the cue around also. Bring the cue underneath the 3-4. We'll see what Pam chooses to do here. Oh, so she's using the 8 there. Interesting. If it locks up on the 5. Wow. Good shot.
Yeah, that turned out well for that safe.
Yeah, and even if Susan hits it, those balls are just a complete disaster. I don't like this rack at all. Yeah, there's a couple. I'm noticing some of the chat. There's a few places to sit and watch. The cool thing about this particular venue is that all the tables are down in kind of like a pit. If you've ever been to Las Vegas and remember the old Sharks, I think it was called Sharks Club. Now it's Griff's. They used to have this pit where there was a table down and you could sit around it. It's kind of like that. The tables are set down and then the seating is all up above it. So it's 2 sides of the room. There's seating that's elevated. It's a cool spot. You know, they've got seats set up along the other side. There are 3 tables set on the other side of the room. There are tables set up over there as well for spectators to have a seat and enjoy. Yeah, it's a great pool room. Just come watch some pool, maybe grab a bite to eat. It's well worth it. All right, so she's left the 1 ball. You know, the only bad thing here is that she's real close to the top short rail. Getting position on the 3 is going to be tricky. I might not even try to make this ball, to be honest. Yeah, just didn't see any reward in it. All right.
Yeah, that was tricky, especially where the 3 is.
Yeah, the 3's tucked so on that left long rail. And the 7-6 are real big. The 4 can be a real problem ball. And she's shooting with the cue ball going in the opposite direction. I don't think this play was, obviously this play was not intentional cue ball wise. She's left Pam having to make some decisions. All right. This is one way right here. If Susan can see all of the 1, she could get in on the 3 right here. If she cannot, I assume she'll play a safety. Yeah. Oh, nice play. Doubled it up on the 8 and the 5. Well done.
Yeah, nice, simple safe there. There's no easy kick here.
All right. Successful safety by Susan Williams. The Tsunami comes to the table with ball in hand. The window just got a little smaller on the 3 when she pushed the 7 to the long rail. So we'll see Susan if she can creep her way in there. All right. Catch the gap.
She found it.
She did. So Jeremiah, anybody at home, anybody, because you're from Denver, which is very close to Englewood. Englewood's kind of like a little neighborhood inside Denver. Is that correct?
Yeah, Englewood's in the metro area.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so anyone that you want to say hey to, like, is your wife watching? You got some friends? Like, what's the story?
I'm not entirely sure who's watching. I know a lot of people, and I put a shout out on Facebook.
Nice.
So I don't know. Maybe my mom is watching. Actually, she likes to follow some of my stuff.
That's awesome. Any social media accounts people can follow? What's your stream? The stream that you work with sometimes?
Yeah,
what's that?
Some of our listeners actually might know me from my YouTube channel called Bullseye Billiards.
Oh, cool.
So
I think I've heard of that actually.
Yeah, I've got a lot of different types of videos. We actually have a podcast. We have players and instructors on and talk about improving at pool.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so you guys heard it here. If you guys want to hear more from Jeremiah, you go to Bullseye Billiards.
BullseyeBilliards.com.
Check it out. All right, so good shot. The combination is available. I think she just really wants to make sure she knows where the 6 ball is going to go after she hits the 7. All right. Kind of want to see if she's past the pocket. Oh, it's set up nicely. Good look there. It's like a side/overhead camera view. Oh. And I think she got away with that. Now, I thought maybe it went past the 9. Maybe it does not.
She's looking at it.
Yeah, she's very intensely looking at it. We'll see if it goes. Yeah, and this is tough because she's on the rails, so she doesn't have a lot of cue ball. Maybe her best bet would be to bank the 8 forward, try to stick the cue ball on the 9. I don't know. What do you think here? This is awkward. If it doesn't go, I mean. Wonder if she can back cut it into the top right corner. All right, she's going for the safety play. She's got to get to a rail, and she does. I'm pretty sure she's left Pam this 8. We'll see. Pam's very aggressive, so lots of things could happen here with Pam at the table. She could bank it. She could cut the color right off the ball. We'll just have to see what Pam comes up with.
That's a real thin cut.
Yeah, she, like I said, she's an aggressive player, so it wouldn't surprise me. She can make all the shots, that's for sure.
Yeah, she made a few of those earlier, so. She has left a shot on the 8. Susan was able to hold that for the 9.
Well played, especially with as fast as these tables are playing right now. Oh, wow. Brutal. Interesting.
Maybe some more pressure here as we're inching toward the end of the race.
I'm kind of giggling because people have noticed that our side view, so that camera is upside down. So we flipped it, so it is a bit of a mirrored view per se. Yeah, I'm noticing this. Some of the people in the chat have noticed it. We're really limited in this building on where we can put cameras. Like, you can't just put them anywhere. There's not a lot of room down inside the pit for extra cameras, so we've been mounting them on top of things.
I'm sure there's a way in OBS to flip it.
Well, we already did flip it once. I may try to do some finagling. We'll see in between.
Maybe the other axis.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. So I do want to let those of you guys who are new, or if you do watch the WPBA Billiards on YouTube all the time, we do apologize. We are rebooting after every match. I know that's a little more difficult for everyone at home, but it's a much easier thing for us and our work with Billiard TV and Amazon Prime. So just so everyone knows at home. Like, we apologize if it's inconvenient. It's just the way we have to do it right now. So thanks for tuning, and we appreciate you guys watching. All right, so she almost lost the cue ball in that side pocket, but it has come out okay.
Yeah, she planted the cue ball, and another ball came and hit it. But she can see the one.
All right, looks like she's going to... Oh, and she got away with it. Well played, Susan Williams.
Yeah, I feel like it was semi two-way. Like, she knew if she missed it, she wanted to miss it by overcutting it, so she'd leave it on that short rail. Susan has to bridge over that 4 ball. It's never easy.
She gets just the edge of the one back. I think I'm going to have to, that was a good shot by Pam. She did have the window there. I think I'm going to have to do a little camera twiddling while we're on break after this match. There's multiple ways you can flip a camera in our producer, and I pick and choose whichever one I'm throwing out there, but now that it's so obviously mirrored and they caught me, now I want to go fix it. I usually, as long as I don't, get caught, I usually leave it the way I flipped it, but now I want to go change it. My inner tech nerd is coming out. All right. All right, so good shot. Good starting shot on the one by Pam. I like this. She does have to use the bridge, but she should be fine here. Probably 2 rails out for the 7 in the side pocket, as long as she can control the speed. Well done. This has been a tight match. Pam was down a little bit, brought it back, then Susan gets ahead a little bit. It's been fun watching these ladies go back and forth.
Yeah, I don't believe Pam has been up in the match at all, but she's keeping it going.
all the body movement in the world right there. She came up off the ball before she was fully through the shot. All right, so it looks like Susan's going to take full advantage of this and get herself on the hill with this 9-ball. Wow, she overstroked this. She needs that cue ball to slow down a bit. Woo! I don't think any of that was necessary, Susan. All the drama. All right, so Susan Williams takes advantage of that uncharacteristic 9-ball miss by Pam Kelly. We're going to say thanks to our sponsors while she's racking. These are the event sponsors here at the Olhausen Colorado Classic. All right, guys, here's our next event with the WPBA DigitalPool Jacoby Tour Championships, November 12th through 16th. We will be live. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you get notified when that happens. Pam Kelly to break, down by 2. Susan Williams is sitting on the hill.
Dr. Pool. I've never heard of Dr. Pool.
So Dr. Pool is actually Dean Raisler. It's his production company. He does tournaments all over the Midwest. Yeah, he's the president of our tour. So
Okay.
he does, his company puts on the tour championships every year alongside Jacoby Custom Cues, of course. And it's some of, when you ask the girls if what are their favorite events, typically 2 events will come out of their mouths. The Soaring Eagle Masters in Michigan, because the casino and the hospitality there is beautiful. It's a wonderful event, 40,000 added, like you can't beat it. And then the Dr. Pool Tour Championship. Everyone loves that event as well. Those 2 events, the hotels are attached to the venue, and they're just a lot of fun. And so if you're not familiar, they're great. We have it's just so much fun. There's places for people to stay. We usually have amateur events going alongside. So if you want to come watch the pros and maybe jump in an amateur event as well, it's like you get a 2-for-1 kind of deal there.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, and then there are biggest, what we would classify as our majors. So it's a good event, and we had to change our date this year, so we're really excited. But it is in November, it's 12th through the 16th. If you're anywhere near Rothschild, Wisconsin, come check it out. All right, so Pam, looks like the 3-6 is wired here. The one thing I would say, it looks like she's, this is a very makeable shot in the side pocket. She does need to be mindful of where the 3-ball is going to travel after, as well as the cue ball, because the 4 is on the top short rail. And she also could play safety. She doesn't have to be aggressive here, but I think she will be. All right, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Yeah, maybe she was expecting that 3 to be more in front of the side, which would have been a better angle to get to the 4, but now it's not straightforward from here.
No, and I almost feel like she's got to cut this 3 very thin into the side. She may have to bump the pink. Oh, I like the safety, though. Great shot. Good choice by Pam. Well played.
I think she might have left the left edge of the 3. Susan might have a shot here in the side.
All right, so Pam's going to set this cue ball loose, but it's not a terribly hard shot. I mean, she could play this with a high ball, maybe a little bit high left. And the cue ball should come to the end rail and then come back, kind of thread back up between the 8-5. She put a lot of left on it.
Yeah, that really took off
Yeah,
there.
it did. The second rail, it like sprung off. It's so Pam's grabbing the bridge. She could just play a simple containing safety, or she can bank the 4 down table and put the cue under the 5. I think she's hit it way too firm. And I don't know what happened. Maybe she touched the 8. We're asking for a ruling, maybe. Looking for the tournament director to give them an answer on that. I'm assuming that she accidentally touched the 8 ball. It is not all ball fouls. I'm assuming that's what happened.
I didn't see she was blocking the 8, but I didn't see anything else.
Where are you from originally, Jeremiah? Are you Canadian?
Do I look Canadian?
No, you sound Canadian. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, interesting. No,
You
no, maybe that's some of the Oklahoman.
Okay,
No.
all right. My friend Sean Denny, the Ginger Wizard from X-Pool, is also from Oklahoma.
I grew up in Albuquerque, New Mexico, actually.
All right. Yeah, that is not Canada.
No.
It's not Canada. You just enunciate your words, right? And I have a lot of Canadian friends. And so I was listening and I thought, man, I can't tell exactly where you sound like you're from. New Mexico, huh?
Yeah. Albuquerque.
Did a big road trip once. Wasn't really a big fan of New Mexico. I don't know why. There wasn't anything wrong with it. It was just kind of like, not a lot.
You have to really appreciate the landscapes there. There's a lot of amazing landscapes.
Yeah, there is. You know, another one that has beautiful landscape is Utah.
Oh, Utah's
Beautiful. Oh, it's my favorite. Like, and I was like, babe, I told my husband, if we move, we should move to Utah. He's like, yeah, I could have multiple wives there. I'm like, no, you can't. No, that is not why we're moving there.
That's the first thing that comes to his mind. That's great.
Yeah. All right, back to the match. Sorry. Enough about me and Jeremiah. We're just trying to fill the space while they figure out what was going on at the table. All right, is she just going to tap safe? Just roll it to the rail, maybe put the cue under the 5?
Ooh, and she just barely hits the 5.
Yeah, she overhits that a little too, right? So Pam's got a good shot on this pink 4. Cue ball is definitely tracking to the left side of the table. See if she can just pinch it and hold it right there. Wow, she's just really jumpy. I think if I could give Pam any advice at all, not saying that, she's a better player than me, but I'm saying that if I could give her any advice from being a spectator and watching her, I would say that I would tell her to stay down. She's very jumpy. She's coming up off the shot before she's fully through it. So that would be my suggestion.
And I would assume that all the players go back through and watch the matches and listen to the commentators. There's so much value in that.
Absolutely, because we don't always see what others see, right? Now, even if we don't necessarily agree as a player, it's still valuable information because people watching see what we don't always. And of course, we don't always notice that we're jumping or, we're just like, why are we missing these balls?
Yeah. There's a lot of feedback. It's almost like having a lesson with an instructor. Great shot there.
Wow, well played. 2 rails out of the pocket. Beautiful shot by Susan Williams. The Tsunami. She hit the 9 with her cue. It should be next to the spot. Okay. All right. Thanks. One of our fans in the chat room kind of filled us in on what was going on. She says that she hit the 9 with her cue. Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Well, she was standing right in front of the view. So for me, I was kind of just watching to see if she pocketed the ball. I didn't see all the things else. All right.
Susan, 1 ball away from the match.
All right, sitting very nicely on this 9 ball. She's going to take her time. She does have 40 seconds. That's a long time. People don't realize.
There it is.
All right. Congratulations, Susan Williams, advancing to round 2 here at the Olhausen, Colorado Classic at Felt Bar and Billiards. Pam Kelly is not out. This is just her first match of the event, so she'll be making her trek through the B side, taking the scenic route. I want to say thank you to Jeremiah Gage. Make sure you guys go and check out his channels as well. Check out his social medias. Sounds like he's doing some pretty fun things in pool. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Lonnie.
Absolutely. All right, guys, my name is Lonnie Fox Raymond. We're going to reboot the stream. Real quick before we do that, though, let's check out what's still going on around the room. It looks like Stacy Bourbeau is taking a 6-5 lead over Sarah Miller. We call her Miller time. Caroline Powell is on the hill over Renita Ritchie, 7-3. Stephanie Mitchell and friend Chanel Lorraine are currently 6-5 with Stephanie in the lead. So lots of action going on here at the Olhausen Colorado Classic. I'm going to check the bracket while we're sitting here and kind of give you guys a heads up on what's happening. So it looks like our next round is going to be at 2 o'clock, which we are on Mountain Time. But they are a little behind. But our 2 o'clock TV table match is going to be Miss Angela Janik. And I'm not sure how to say this, but I'm going to say Congo. Not sure how to say that. I'm going to have to get the DL, the down low on that. I do know how to say Angela Janik, though. She is my former partner here at the WPBA in the stream. She is the creator of this stream to begin with us. So the creation sensation will be in action on table 1 here shortly. All right, guys, my name is Lonnie Fox Raymond. You are watching the WPBA Billiards on YouTube. If you're watching on Amazon Prime or Billiard TV, come on over and make sure to subscribe to our channel. We are always bringing you guys the best of the best in women's pool. All right, take care, and we'll see you soon.